Morning guys, it's 31st of December 2020. The last day of 2020. Thank God. No, there has been some positives come about out of this year. It's learned us all to think in a new way, and it's learned us all to cope differently. And most people appear to be doing that. Everyone's going down into most of the country is going into tier 4, but we are still allowed to come to the allotment. So, here I am. I wasn't sure whether I was going to come up today at all or not. It's absolutely minus Baltic again. But yeah, I was sitting in the house yesterday thinking I've still got so much to do. I've all that bramble to come down from behind the chicken shed. I've got the bed still to do in the polytunnel and get rid of all those plants and clean that out and get the cow manure in and get the compost in ready for next year. I've still got that to do. I've still got the fencing to do when I get round to it. I've still got the pigeon loft next to me to sort out, the grills still to make, the birds to be selected. So I thought, well, I'll come up and I'll make a start and see how far I can get. So that's what I'm here doing. I've just got the kettle on again at the moment and trying to get it to boil to make a cup of coffee to warm through a little bit before we make a start. I think what I'm going to be doing today is this shed next to me. It should be a relatively quick and simple job, and even if I only get that one job done, it's going to be one job less. So I'm going to make some more grills for these nest boxes that I need doing, and then we'll probably get the shavings in, and then we'll probably start to select the birds that I'm keeping. Absolutely, definitely keeping. And start to whittle down the numbers so that we're getting ready for to video the other pigeons and get them up on the website very soon. So that's basically what I'm going to do. That's the first thing I'm going to do. If I have a bit of time left, I might get in with a pair of shears back of that chicken shed and cut that bramble back as well while it's still dormant. It's going to be a bit of a fight to get in there anyways to start with, but if I let it get back, springing back into leaf again, I'm never going to get it done. So I suppose now's as good an opportunity as any. Hope everybody's staying safe, being practical and keeping themselves out of harm's way as always. This year I'm intending to grow some melons, and I had a chat with one of the guys on YouTube. I'm sorry, Dan. I know the guy's name, it's Dan. He's had a YouTube channel for a long time. I think it's called Home Gardens. And he grows some exotic stuff like melons and peaches, watermelon, and several other types of melon. So I had a bit of a chat with him, and thanks to Dan, he's given me some good ideas for growing melons this year. So we're going to have a little go at that. Just one or two plants. I don't know whether I'm going to do them over in the little greenhouse that I built or whether I'm going to do them in the polytunnel. We'll have to see how that goes. So they'll probably just grow them in pots the first time and see how they go from there, but I'm not sure. We'll wait and see, guys. Signed up to subscribed to another channel that I found whilst I've been just browsing around YouTube. Green Side Up. Fantastic. He's in northwest Cumbria somewhere as well, and that's where I am, in the northwest Cumbria. I'm not sure where Steve is actually, but cracking channel. That lad knows his stuff, he really does. So that's another one to follow, along with Tony Smith, who I've been following for many years as well over in the northeast. And that's how I got to hear about Steve, Green Side Up, by listening to Tony Smith's channels. So yeah, Happy New Year to you all, guys. Hope you have a great year. I'm just going to have this cup of coffee and then we're going to make a start. I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Right, guys, slight change of plan. That's certainly warmed me up. That's the thing I needed more than anything. It was absolutely freezing, so I've warmed myself up now. So, as you can see from yesterday, we got our tree cut down till about here now. from the top of the fence. But we still had all the bramble around the back, so I've set this barrel up just temporarily, just to give it a bit of a rinse out. Emptied what bit of water there was in there. But what you'll see now is I've chopped all of this bramble down. I can actually get through there now. That was pretty tough going. It took me a good hour, or maybe a bit more. But again, it's another good job. What I'm probably going to do as well at a later date, probably not today, is get in that side before it gets any worse, because what it is the bramble's coming through and reaching through. It's actually going up into the shed on occasions. You can just see on the corner there, it had started trying to make its way into the roof, through the roof as well. So it does, it's very intrusive and can do some pile of damage. So what I'm probably going to do is at least get it cut down so far, or try and take it off at the stalk down. It's just pretty tough going, it's so thick. I'm going to try and take it off at the bottom on that side, and then just pull it all down and lay it down, and then we'll get the ride-on mower over the top of it and chop it in a million bits. And then try and keep on top of that year on year, because that's going to save me all this work of it coming through here, guys. It'll only be thin and spindly if it does ever get back up again, by which time I'll be noticing and take the ride-on mower over the top of it. In fact, if I keep on going over with the ride-on mower each year, it should keep it down, and eventually it'll die because it'll get fed up. Trimmed a little bit more along this fence with the old nettles, and we've now chopped those ones out down there, ready for to start putting our fencing on there when we get round to it. So we've cut those back so we can get in and then get a seal on the fencing. There's new posts to go in like that one there at that end, one here. I put that in because it was falling down. Another one here and another one here, and then we'll have extension boards up and then fix the green mesh onto this side of the fence and try and keep the nettles out. That's the theory. Or I might even come down this side actually and then fix it to the sheeting, put a lat across and fix it into the sheeting to try and stop the nettles coming under that comes from this side, guys. Anyways, that's all for another day. So we give down here a bit of a trim as well, because we had a bit of bramble down here and a lot of nettles, and you can see the hens are in there now having a good ratch. Likewise, we had a lot of nettles coming up round the drink, and it was getting harder to get to, so I've cut those back down there now as well and chopped all that back. It was pretty dead, but we've cut it back while it is dead. That's the main thing. And then last but not least, we went, all the brambles were coming through here as well. They were right across here, so now you can see why it took me so long. We had all of that to do as well, so the brambles were also coming through from the other side on there. We get a bit fed up of doing that, so I think what we need to do is get them out on the other side where the root is, and then run the either the hand mower or the ride-on mower down there before things start to take growth again, and then we keep on cutting that back. That's going to keep the bramble at bay, and it's going to save me a lot of work in the long run. So that's my intentions with that, guys. I got this out to make a start on it, but those brambles were so thick, they were like that, some of them, it just wouldn't look at it. So it was with the old hand shears that we've used. So the good thing is that's that done now. I'm just looking at the pigeons out here in the aviary. They're absolutely loving the sunshine and positively having a good old sunbathe out here, and they're all absolutely bouncing in pristine condition. So I think what we'll do now is we'll have a cup of coffee, and then we'll go and make a start on making those grills like I suggested. I'll go and get the grinder, and then I'll probably start making the grills for that loft down here, and then maybe even select out the birds we're putting in there. See you later, guys. Just having a look here, guys. It does look like that little milky checker that was a layebred is a hen. All the cocks are chasing it all around the place. Pretty certain it is a hen. Nice, turned into a nice bird. Pleased I bred that late on and kept that one. See you later, guys. Right guys, I'm back in the shed and just having a well-earned cup of coffee. That certainly warmed me up. As you can see, I've got the hat off, the coat off, the lot. Yeah, it was pretty tough going, but I decided what I would do is I would get that out of the way first. 1, the sun was shining. 2, it would warm me up. And 3, it was the bigger of the jobs. So I decided I would get that. I decided that I would get that cut down. 1, while I had the energy and the mojo as well. And that if I didn't feel like doing the pigeon grills afterwards, then I also had the option to just go down home and maybe come up tomorrow. However, I'm still feeling okay, so what we'll do is we're going to have this cup of coffee and then we're going to go start making those 8 grills, and then they're done. And that's that loft for as many boxes as I want, completely grilled out. We won't have that to do again. So I may or may not video it just for those who haven't seen it, but if you want to see how I do make these grills, just look back on one of the videos, guys. I think it's entitled something like how to spend more time with your pigeons and less work, or something like that. And it shows you me making those nest box grills in that video. Yesterday I done a quick audio test on that new wireless microphone system, and I am really impressed with it. It's so light, it's so easy to set up, and more importantly, the audio quality is really, really good. And there was a bit of a breeze up and it didn't pick up the wind or anything at all, so, and even further down on the body it was still picking up the audio all right. However, round about breast height I decided was the best place for the microphone. So yeah, really impressed with that, I really was. So as far as I'm concerned, it was money well spent. And of course we used a little griller pod there, just hang it on the fence and just to do a quick test, and it served its purpose as well. So yeah, going forward, guys, at least now I'll be able to do some recording at a distance and get more in the video shot, and still be able to talk to you guys. So that's all good. Right, less babbling, go and have this cup of coffee, and then I'm going to make a start on them grills, guys. I'll see you later. Right guys, just very quickly, what we have here is we've got a load of laths that was already cut at 14 inches in length for the length of the nest boxes, and these were the old grills. They were only plastic, but what was happening is, even with a lat on each side, is when the pigeons were standing on them, you can see they're quite flexible, and so basically what was happening is they were bowing in the middle and coming down, so it wasn't giving us the height and not the stability either that we wanted. So we've got this 3 inch by 1 inch mesh, and I found some 1 inch by 1 inch as well, so I thought I'd use it up. So what I've done is I've basically stripped all the legs off these ones, so that speeds up a little bit of time, but I've spared you the noise and I've cut all the mesh to size. And basically all I'm going to do now, guys, is staple these together with a staple gun, big heavy duty staple gun, and they'll last a lifetime, guys. Right, that's just a quick demonstration for those that haven't seen the other video. I'll see you later, guys, bye. And quick as a flash, just like that, we have 8 new grills. That's the lot made now for this shed over here. The whole process, because I had the lengths of timber already cut, guys, and I literally had to just clip out the staples that these were held on with, and put some substantial staples in with the nail gun and put them into there. Because the lengths were already cut, it was just cutting the wire and stapling it all together, guys. Really, really strong, and there we have it. Another job jobbed. Right guys, quick as a flash, and just like that, we're all ready to go. We've got all the new wood chipping down under this floor now. Incidentally, this is about 9 inches off the actual ground, this. And it gives me a full year in here on this floor. We only need to do this floor once a year. Obviously we still do the boxes, every couple of weeks, but that's all of the wood chips down under this floor now, as you can see. And we've now got all of the grills put into place, and we've got the wood chips in under the grills and into the nest boxes, as you can see. So I've got 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. We've actually got 8 boxes, but we're not using the bottom boxes like I said, guys. So 6 on that side, and then we have 3, 6, 9 here. And again, we've got the grills all in place now, and we've got the wood chips in all the nest boxes, and we're ready to go in here to start selecting our so 15 cocks to go in here, guys, maybe less depending, but I'm really, whatever comes in here now will be staying in here. This is where they're going to live indefinitely, because they will be the birds that I am definitely keeping and just using for breeding. And so we'll see who the lucky few are. However, that's not going to be today because they're all out in the aviary and I can't get them back into the shed. So when Kenny comes down to feed in the morning, they'll all come in for the food. I'll get him to close the lets off on the aviaries, and then we'll be able to pick amongst the birds tomorrow and select what we're going to be putting into this loft. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the shed for a final roundup. So I have a number of fantails here as well, guys, that'll be going up on the website. So anybody who's looking for fantails, I think most of these that were bred this year, that they were this year's youngsters. There are 1 or 2 older ones. That one there's a female. Yeah, the one with the pink ring on is a female. I think that may be a cock, that one. Yeah, I think that 2 are a pair. And then there's a red saddleback, and there's 2 red saddlebacks. One's a cock and one's a hen. The hen's down there. Sorry about that, guys. I was thinking I had the camera focused on the birds and I didn't actually have it there. But these fantails, everything that's in there will be for sale. And there's another odd 1 or 2 to come out of there as well. There's another red pied one out of there, I think. So anybody looking for fantails, guys, there'll be some of those going on the website as well. Yeah. Keep watching, guys. Right guys, back in the shed again, having a final cup of coffee before I go down home. So we didn't actually get up here till about 10:30 this morning. As I said, Kenny had fed the birds. He's just continued on feeding through the Christmas period. So when I do feel like I can just chill out, and I want to chill out at home, I can. I know the birds are still being looked after, guys. I'm going to give him a ring in a moment and ask him to shut all the lets off when he feeds the birds in the morning, and then we can come up and start picking out the birds, or some of the birds that we're going to keep, and then condensing the rest into perhaps 1 loft or 2 lofts. And then we will at some point then start to do the videos and make some video and photograph them, getting them ready for to go up on the website. So that could still happen before I get back to work, guys, or maybe the weekend after I'm back at work. We're back on the 4th, so it'll either be that weekend or it could even be as early as starting tomorrow. As we stand now, as I say, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I didn't start till about 10:30, so I've had a really productive day, to be honest. We got all of that bramble cut down, which I knew was going to be a nightmare, but we've got it done. I still need to get the backside of that fence and get it chopped down to the stump, and then we can run a lawnmower over there and cut it into bits, and that will only help me going forward in the summer and in other winters, instead of having to do what I'm doing every winter, which is what I've been doing. I should have thought about that sooner, guys, but I didn't. So we got all of that chopped down, a few other little odds and sods and nettles and things like that cut down. And then we came over and we made those 8 nest box grills that we showed you. And we've got those put in the loft, and we've got that loft dressed out now with the wood chips that I use. So that loft is now ready to go. The troughs want a quick wipe out, the drinker wants a good scrub and topped up with water, and then we're ready to start putting some pigeons in there. So that is more than likely going to be tomorrow, as long as I feel okay, and we come up and make a start on that. We may even make a start on videoing the birds, setting the camera up on the tripod, photographing them in the cage over here, and making a note of what's going to go up on the website. So stay tuned for that coming, guys. As we speak right now, I've got 4 days worth of videos to prepare and put up on YouTube for you guys. So we might go home this afternoon, have a bite to eat, and then we might make a start on creating those videos to go up on YouTube. Again, I want to say, I know I keep saying this, but I really do appreciate everybody who's took the time to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to Alan's Allotment. Welcome aboard, and we really do appreciate it. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please think about hitting the subscribe button. Then hit the little bell icon on the right, and that will alert you every time I put up a new video. For now, guys, stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.